Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Anthrax podcast. It's your host Tommy Lee with your co-host Jason B, otherwise known as J Doggy. Check out his channel. Link will be in the description, and you can see
Words.
a picture of
Can't
it
do them.
right here. So, yeah, I can't do them very well
You want to
either.
see something crazier though? Check out this hat too. You like Transformers? Because I like Transform. I look like Limp Bizkit in 2012. Time to take
You
that
look like
off.
you just look like
Oh
2012
yeah.
if it was a person.
Yeah, right. Right. Dude, when I have children, I'm going to show them the movie 2012 and tell them that I lived through that. You know what
That really
I'm saying?
happened in 2012. That was a big piece of tobacco in my mouth.
Yeah, dude, that's banging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the record, throw the thing. Give me the shit to make the people go insane. That's the song from Limp Bizkit called 2012. This is funny as shit. I love that song. You know, I love ICP, but I listened to their new song that they dropped yesterday. Like, not the song came out yesterday, but I listened to it yesterday. Man, and it started out great. The beat was fire as fuck. And then they're like, and then the words didn't mean a damn thing. It was just like, yeah, chicken killer, fucking armadillo. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not listening to that shit. No thanks. I can't do music nowadays, especially like old bands that try to make a comeback. Like Deftones dropped a new album. I told you about that in the last episode. Damn good,
Yeah.
right? There's only two songs on it that I don't like. And then 3 Days Grace dropped a new album yesterday as well. Or no, they dropped it at midnight last night. So it came out the day we're recording this, technically speaking. And there's three or four songs on it that I don't really mess with, but the rest of them are fire. The name of that album is called Annihilation. They got a song on there called Mayday. Sucks,
Oh
but
wow.
it makes up for it in other songs. So it just depends. Pearl Jam. I don't really listen to Pearl Jam too much, but they dropped a new album. For those of you who like Pearl Jam, check it out.
I like Pearl Jam. They have a very unique sound.
And then
Sound. What the fuck? They have a very unique
and
sound
well,
for
see
some of their
the
songs.
thing.
Like if you ever heard "My Name Is Mud," that's one of my favorites by Pearl Jam. Just because I've never heard anything else like it.
I would like to say something about that though. The band Pearl Jam is like the band Blink 182. If you've heard one of their songs, you've heard all of their songs. They all sound the same.
Yeah, I mean,
That's an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one, so it's okay.
the thing about like being in a band though, like you do have to you have to maintain some level of consistency. I mean, typically if you build up a fan base like Metallica did around
Well, of
thrash metal,
course.
for example, and then they switch it all of a sudden to like
I mean, for
weird
sure.
90s groove stuff, and then
Right, right.
that threw
Rock.
off all their fans.
Right.
And you build an entire thing around one thing, one style, and one particular art form, and then if you make any sort of drastic change to it whatsoever, you're going to get a lot of hate for it. So typically, bands will stick with what works, and they find a formula, like with movies now. You don't see any movies taking risks, like as far as like
Like,
a
be
plot goes.
100%. Like 100%, dude. That's why I've always said if I ever started a band, we're doing everything. Like, my brother, I'm not going to say which one, but he's been practicing Screamo and he's getting good. I've got the widest range I've ever seen. Like my mom even commented on it yesterday because there's a couple songs like "Hey There Delilah" by the Plain White T's. You got to hit really high notes, and I wouldn't say really low notes, but pretty low notes. There's a song that I've been working on called "Golden Brown." That one has some lower notes that I can hit now, and then "Far From Home," Five Finger Death Punch. That one's dope. That one's right there in my talking range. So I can kind of do that without straining at all. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty cool. It's the first time I've been able to say, like, hey, I can sing in my talking voice and it sound reasonably okay. I'm not a pro, but I wouldn't say that I'm ass either. Like Tommy will tell you that damn, I was working on my vibrato and it took me 2.5 years to finally get it down, but I got it down. Now I can run songs like nobody's business. I can hold a note, I can carry a tune, I'm not tone deaf at all. And even if I don't know the song, if you give me like the first 30 seconds of it, I can tell you if they're counting it out 1 through 8. A lot of people go 3 to 4. Some do 5, 6. Most people don't do 8 anymore. But it is seen like the song Willow Boys. The Willow Boys is counted in increments of 8. And I did that song, and we're going to show you right here. Check it out. I also plan on posting it on my personal channel sooner or later to see how it goes.
Yeah, because like honestly,
I
in
feel like you should.
within a certain period of time, we're not going to have the Willow Boys on the main channel at all because we're obviously by the time these
Right.
episodes are up, we've already rebranded. It's JNT and but the Willow Boys will be exclusively
Real
on the
simple
J Doggy
design
four two
too.
zero seven channel from that point forward.
And Bloody and Broken will be exclusively on Tommy's channel. That's my favorite song he's done. I wrote him a song that turned out like the lyrics were great, but the way it ended up turning out because he typed it in on a AI thing called Donna. Donna sucks dick.
Donna's not bad, especially with the
But
new updates they've done recently, but I do prefer Suno
but
these
that
days.
was a year ago. Right. Well, I prefer not doing AI music in general. I mean,
I mean, I know your
everything
stance
that
on
I've
that,
made for the Willow Boys was pretty much right, right. Well, I know you do.
but I mean that's why. Like, I mean, I remember you were breaking it down for Ethan. Like the thing is, like, if it wouldn't exist without my input, then I made it or I contributed to its creation
Well,
to some degree.
you
You know what I'm saying?
contributed.
So
That's better.
like without my input, none of those tracks would exist or be on my channel at all. That's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? Like you don't. I mean, there's a lot of things you can make without instruments. I mean, I do prefer music made by real instruments in a real studio with real people.
Right,
That's
right,
definitely my
right.
preference. If I had the
Yeah,
option, like, because I don't have any gear, man. I don't have a guitar. I don't have an amp. I don't have a board. I
right,
don't have anything here. And even if I
right.
did have it, I wouldn't have
Uh,
the amperage to set it up and make music properly. Not in a fucking camper.
dude,
But if I had my way, I would definitely do it that way.
I'll send you. I'll send you the software that I use and have used, uh, including for the Willow Boys. I'll send you the software that I use, and you're showing me how to edit. I'll show you how to make music. Because you can
I
use
do already have
guitars and drums
audio
and
editing
everything.
software, and I do have audio editing capabilities in the video editing software that we use.
I don't. I don't think you're getting what I'm saying.
Are you talking about like as far as like creating bass lines and shit?
Uh, for every bit of the song, you can pitch up, pitch down your vocals. You can. What you do is you don't load up a specific track. What you do is you load up specific sounds, and you can manipulate those sounds into whatever you can and whatever you put your mind to. That's what I did with the Willow Boys. You remember the Boogeyman that I did?
Hmm.
I put the Joker's laugh in that one. No one picked up on that for weeks. And then when I showed it to people and I was like, yo, if you listen close, you can hear the Joker's laugh right there in the switch of the song. That was dope. I really liked how that turned out. I've still got that on my other phone, as a matter of fact. That's a pretty good one. Uh, there's no vocals. I'm a big fan of dubstep. I'm a big fan of most music, but dubstep is something that I listened to a lot in my sophomore year. Uh, because in 2012 to 2016 were the best years, in my opinion, of dubstep and techno. Ultimately, Skrillex changed the game. Dat Sick was, I believe, was there. Then you had like Dirt Monkeys. You had Excision, um, Dr. P, Dr. P, dope. He did the Flying Spaghetti Monster. That was a good ass song. And those of you who listen to that kind of music, you know what I'm talking about. Because you can't say Dr. P and not know Flying Spaghetti Monster. Knife Party's dope as shit. They got a song called Centipede. That was my favorite song in general for a very long time. But Deadmau 5 or whatever, he or she, I don't really know the backstory on who that is, but they got some songs that are pretty decent. I couldn't tell you the name of them because I forget, but I used to watch them on like Facebook Shorts, not
Mm.
Reels. It wasn't Reels at the time. It was when you scrolled through videos.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even know what
But
they called
I
it
might
now.
have it saved. It was short videos or videos,
Yeah, I think it was
something
just
like that. It
videos
was
because
just
when I was scrolling, I remember when they first
it was
implemented that in the like the Facebook app, and that's how it would go. And I never fucked with
right,
it back then. I didn't fuck with it until they started calling it Reels.
right, right. Uh, crazy thing about it is they based their video platform off of Vine,
Mm.
and then when TikTok took the world by storm, they changed it to Reels like Facebook. They're like TikTok, not Facebook.
Yeah, I think oh yeah, Threads is Instagram, right?
No, Threads is just Threads.
Threads is its own oh, it's its own separate app. But who what the it's
Yeah.
connected to Instagram in some way because when I get something for Threads, that's how I was like introduced to installing Threads was on the Instagram app. So they're connected in some way.
Well, if that be the case, then they are directly linked to Facebook because Facebook owns Instagram and WhatsApp.
Right. Well, Meta. Meta
So,
owns Facebook, Instagram, and I definitely think that they have some sort
well,
of
yeah,
affiliation with Threads.
they probably do. That's why they advertise them all the time on Facebook.
Because I have Threads. I do have an account for that. My mom does too.
Yeah, I know. It shows me that you've got one when I'm scrolling through. You do, a couple other friends of mine do. No one else that I'm aware of besides y'all, though. Like you, two other people. Your mom and I aren't friends on Facebook.
Yeah, just I really don't see the I don't use Threads because I really don't see the point in having like more than two different apps for short form content like that.
I've got four because I post shit on TikTok. Uh, I've got Facebook, YouTube. That's it. I got three. I got rid of Instagram. I don't fuck with Instagram. I don't like it. Never did. And I totally quit using uh, Snapchat because people that I don't fuck with, people that I do not want to fuck with, uh, are on Snapchat, and I don't need them looking at my location and shit. So I just overall deactivated my account. So fuck it. Uh,
I have a Snapchat account. I don't even think I was fucked to re-download the app on this new phone. I've never used it.
what the fuck? My neighbors just did some weird shit. They pulled out of their driveway, drove real slow in front of this house right here, and then turned into the neighbors and then drove across the yard back into their yard. That's weird.
The
Hmm.
only
I wonder
logical
why.
explanation for that is someone teaching somebody else how to drive. Or they're really
No.
drunk,
At
figure that out really
fucking
quick, and
midnight,
then turn back around.
at fucking midnight, and my neighbors don't drink. None of us that I'm aware of on our road right here, I don't think any of us drink at all.
Well, in that case, I don't really know.
I'm thinking that they may have forgotten something because she is the dude that owns that house, the one that they pulled. pulled into the yard. This mom doesn't explain why they drove it in the middle of their yard to get back in their driveway, unless they forgot something. But they don't normally, you know, be driving around this way. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm gonna watch it for a minute and see what they're doing. Inconspicuously, of course. Yo, 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 I think they're looking at you. But don't make it obvious. Don't make it obvious. These guys right here? Right. I almost threw my hip out when I did that. By the way, I don't you guys can't see it, but I'm sitting crisscross applesauce in this chair, and my my lower half weighs a whole lot more than my upper half. So needless to say, it didn't
Can't
move,
I can't sit like
and my
that,
back
bro.
went.
My sister does that all the time, and you know what I'm talking about. We always used to joke that she sits like a frog. She bent like all the
Yeah, she
fucking
did.
chairs she's ever owned out of shape so bad. And that was even before she put on weight, bro. She would bend the shit out of her chairs before that because she would always sit like that in all of her chairs. And I remember like when we
I never
first
pulled out of the
moved in
vehicle.
here, about like a month or so after we moved in here, me and her had the same kind of like office chair, right? And you remember mine because I
Right.
have the same one from when we were living together. She had the same
Yeah, it's like
exact
the one
make
I got
chair,
now.
right? She bent the fuck out of that one, and mine was sitting in the storage trailer, the little railway container that
Right.
we have. And we were just talking back and forth about whatever, and she was like, "Oh, well, yeah, my chair is all messed up now, so I'm just gonna go and grab the one out of the storage container and bring it in here." And I'm like, what do you mean the one? That's mine. You're gonna grab my chair?
Hmm.
No, you're not." And then what did she do? She ended up
Right.
buying like $120 gaming chair off of Amazon. And she was so proud when she put that together. Like she was like patting herself on the back real fucking hard for that one. I'm like,
I
okay,
know how to put a chair together.
you
I
put
can
together
put
a
a
chair
I can
that
put a rolling chair
comes in like
together.
5 pieces and
Got
has picture and
instructions.
instructions.
Right. Has instructions. Right. Exactly. I'm telling you, man. Come on. Congratulations, Al. You did it. And they got the instructions folded up, rolled up like a magazine in their back pocket. I did it all by myself with no help at all. There's the instructions that you watched. You were hoping that they started moving so that you could be like, oh, who gives a shit? You put together a chair.
No, I don't know, man.
I grew up building motorcycles.
I'm not trying to air out our like
You
dirty
know,
laundry
I
here or
grew up building
anything,
motorcycles.
but she doesn't seem to like get that the biggest like hurdle for us as a family right now is that we're all dependent on one vehicle. Like that's what she's not like
Right,
understanding. And you called it before, and we
right.
all pretty much got that inclination from her that she doesn't really want to know how to drive. But I mean, the fuse
Huh.
is burning
I
down
told
to
you that
the
when I was living with
last 2 millimeters of fucking line there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the stick of TNT is about to blow on this. Like we got to figure
you.
something
Right.
out in the
And
in the means.
you remember when they took away my license temporarily. So that
Right.
and the only way for me to get it back, I dropped the thing and I drove for a while. And I took notes. I wrote down every single question and I told her, hey, you can go ahead and take the written exam for your permit when you are doing So remember, I made copies on the printer by that laptop in the damn in the living room note to her.
Right.
Within a
Yeah, no, I
week,
remember that.
they were sitting garbage can. Found it when I went to fucking throw away an empty hint bottle. I was like, I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't have wasted paper. If you're not even going to look at them, and then you're just going to throw them away. So I showed you and your mom my notes, and y'all were both like, "Wow, you have really good handwriting." I do have some. I do be having some beautiful ass handwriting. My handwriting girly, and I love it.
No, dude, like I remember when you printed out
Yeah,
those notes
no
for
one's gonna
study
have a
on.
problem reading what I
Like at the
write.
time I was not like, really focused on it or whatever. I don't know what the deal was with me. I was just kind of bumming around smoking weed all the time. Which is not far from what I'm doing right now, but at least right now I've
Right,
matured in a way that I don't want to be doing that. I'd rather be doing something productive now. But no, me and her took the driving test
right,
right next
right.
to each
I'm right there
other.
with you.
And yeah, I failed the written exam the first time too. Reason being is because we were sitting in a very small DMV and the computers you
Hmm.
take the test on are in the lobby.
Right,
So you can imagine the distraction that was had
right.
there.
And you got to stand up and take these damn tests. Yeah, y'all. You took your driving. You took your test where I did. I guarantee it because on the computer it's built into the wall, and you have to stand up to do the whole written test.
No, I took my driving test in Levy County. Or no, I took it at, yeah. Well, I think Bronson is.
Oh, I took mine in Ocala
I took
area,
mine. I took mine in
Marion
Bronson.
County. I don't know where that's at. I might, but
Probably
I
about
don't remember at the
15,
moment.
20 minutes away from here.
Yeah, I've probably been there.
But
Shit, I've
no,
been all
man, it's
over
just
Florida, and man,
like
I
like
miss the
I,
swamp the most.
like my primary point that I was getting at though, with saying that to begin with is just that she's not really comprehending the fact that we're not trying to get her to save her money because we don't want her to blow our money. We want her to get a fucking car.
Right.
Like if she had a
Take
car
care
right
of
now, we wouldn't
her
be
own
struggling
shit,
so bad, and she
you
wouldn't have
know.
to worry about staying within the Williston, city limits of finding a job.
Right.
And I'm not even worried about
Right.
saying the town that I'm
You
in
know,
because it's
if I
not
had a
like
vehicle right now, I'd be all right too.
I don't make content that's polarizing in any sort of way. Probably not many people are going to watch this in general. I mean, yeah, I live in bumfuck nowhere in Williston. It's a town that you're not even going to be able to find on the fucking map. You know, I'm not worried about it.
Right.
I'll 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 post a video showing the outside of my camper, what I live in, and my whole setup here in a little while. That's just an idea I've had for a minute. I think I actually already did that on Thraxcast. I showed everybody where I lived on Thraxcast. It'd be
Yeah,
really
you
good.
did. Yeah. No, not really. You had one view, and it was me.
Yeah. So maybe I won't do that. Maybe it's a waste of time.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna be like, "Oh, cool, you live in a 30-year-old camper that doesn't fucking run. Congratulations."
No, it
You
actually
know, they're
does
not
run.
gonna be.
It will
Yeah.
run and drive.
Yeah.
100%. I just don't.
Oh no, shit.
Yeah. No, it'll
How
it'll
long has it
move.
been sitting?
Um, 2 years.
When's the last time I had an oil change? And does it have gas sitting in the tank right now?
Probably not. Probably long gone. We didn't put any in it when we parked it here.
You would hope not. Gas does go bad.
Yeah, I mean, if it did go bad, I would imagine we
You
would have
know,
had to,
I hope so.
thoroughly go over this thing anyway before it would be running anyway. But it will,
Right.
it will, like with the proper care, it'll run and drive and stuff though. I mean, by the time we had
Man, when
already
I
got
start
it,
getting some money coming in, man, I plan on. coming to Florida for a week or two and stopping by, seeing everybody. Uh, so when I do that, I'll take a look at your car by my damn self. We can go up to the junkyard then and there. I'll get the part off of it myself, and I can fix your car while I'm up there. Not just that, I can go ahead and do a run through on that camper because if someone's going to buy a camper and they see runs and drives perfectly fine, it was last maintenance by this guy on this date, and it hasn't been touched since.
Right.
But I can fix that. I could probably fix that, and then if I can get your car running, you'll be set. You
I
know.
mean, they're both relatively older vehicles, so it shouldn't be like too hard or too much of an endeavor for you to look at it because I mean everything will be right where you'd expect it to be. And you don't have to worry about all the covers and all the plastic and
Of
stuff, except
course.
for the Cadillac. That the actual motor itself is
Honestly,
covered.
oh yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be worried about that no way, dude. I got all the tools I need.
Okay.
It's just the problem is I need to have a car to get down there because I'm not taking a heavy ass toolbox on a fucking bus with me
Right.
and lugging that bitch around during, know, not fucking with that. But you can't take that shit on a plane. So and I'd like to have my gun on me, and
Right.
I can't carry that on a plane. And I definitely can't. I mean, I could take it on a bus and keep it concealed, but if someone walks up on me and I'm starting to get freaked out, I'm popping them. I'm not wasting time. I'm injured and disabled, you know, for the, I don't know, next 60 years, let's say. That's if I live to 84.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I don't know. And then there's something that I've noticed. Like I've noticed like a huge influx of stuff in the news about people getting like especially colorectal cancer and then dementia. I've been seeing that flying around
Yeah,
like
dementia's a big
crazy,
one.
and then
Yeah.
that special kind of tick that gives people allergies to meat and dairy products.
Mm,
You heard about that?
mm-mm.
No, there's like a tick.
Cancer, yes, I hear about that all the time.
It's going through like mostly the south,
Oh, are
like
you
the
talking about
southern
like a
states.
pig?
Yeah, it's a tick, and when it
Oh
bites
shit.
people, it's been giving them allergies, like life-threatening allergies to meat and dairy products. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. That's every bit of my diet. I'd probably shoot myself. Probably, I probably wouldn't do that, but I'd probably die anyway
Yeah, I'd
of
probably just die from
malnutrition.
the allergic reaction, dude. I do, whatever, man. Like, I'm not gonna go the
Yeah,
rest of my
right.
life without ever touching a fucking fat T-bone or a nice eye around cut or something, like fuck that, dude. No.
You know what? See, I could see this is what I'd do. As soon as I found out I had that disease, I'd be going home and making me a 32-ounce steak, half a dozen eggs, and drinking a big ass pint of chocolate milk to wash it all down. And then I'm gonna cover up in my bed all nice and cozy and pass away. That's my plan. That's a pretty dope plan. Steak and eggs sound real good right now. I haven't eaten anything today, and I'm getting kind of peckish. I'm a little hungry. You know what I'm saying? I could eat me a whole buffalo. And by the way, how many minutes do we have left on this recording? Because I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, well, we got about 6 minutes left on this half.
Cool.
So once this
Dope,
part's
dope.
done, I'd say
I
we can
damn.
record for another half an hour, and we'll cap off the episode there, and we'll get out some reaction videos.
I don't know. Like I said, man, I did take my medication, so I don't know if I'll be up that long. I'm starting to
Okay.
get hungry and I'm starting to get pretty tired. So that's why I was asking. You know?
Yeah, I just don't.
But
If we can
if
go
we
into
can, we
like
will.
I'll even shave 10 minutes off the end. It doesn't even have to be like I said. I'm aiming more for shorter episodes anyway. So if we can get like a good like 45 in total, that'll make a good episode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's
And
why I
that's
said short, like 30 to 45 minutes. I'm down for.
right.
I know something, uh, and then I forgot it. Had it. My brain fucking farted right there, and it stank. I forgot what I was saying in the process of saying it.
Well, in that case, we'll go ahead and end this part off right here, and we'll be back after a quick break. Hello, welcome back. And
Yay! We're
we're back
back.
from your break.
See, you could make out what I said. All I heard coming from you was hey. I don't know if you said words there or what, but at least you could make out what mine
Well,
said.
that's how good I am at doing that shit. We're back from your break. I even get that
Welcome
const.
back from the break. I got it that time.
Yeah, it's like I know how to do that.
Yeah, that was good.
Like with the consonants,
Consonants.
Constantine, Constance, Con- Constantaneous.
Wasn't Keanu Reeves in that movie?
Yeah, they're supposed to come out with the second one.
Constantine. Yeah, I heard that. Is that true or is that one of those AI
No,
things?
that's legit. He's pretty much just playing John Wick, but
Oh, good.
yeah, it's supposed to be a sequel to the Constantine
That's
movie. Yeah.
fucking cool. That's fun. I've got all four of those movies. Those are good movies.
I don't know. He's one of those weird
That
cases where he
might
got
be
typecast like later on in his career because now
yeah,
he's just John Wick and everything.
right. Like the new movie Ballerina. Apparently, that's the new thing for John Wick. I haven't seen it because I heard that recently. But who knows? It could be good.
Yeah, I've heard of Ballerina. It's on Netflix, and then I think Terrence when he was over here he was watching it, but I didn't pay attention to what was going on in there.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool?
What?
Some classic Key and Peele skits.
Yeah, we
You
should
are
do.
in the hot seat. You got blast up on some Terry's. You know, that
Gotta be
shit
ready to
funny as
blast on
hell.
some Terry's.
It's damn, I love it. Oh, dude. Man, they do some racist ones too, but they're funny as shit. Like the zombies one.
Hmm. And then
Man, these are
the
racist
racist
ass
country song.
zombies. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He doesn't like the song about a tire swing, and then he starts singing it, and he's like, "Oh, now I see
Dude, I wish I remembered like the
it."
words to that because that was a good one, dude. That was clever. And then the MC mom rap.
Dude, honestly, we should make reviews watching those
You can
skits.
clean up your own jizz.
Ooh, got a fish in the biz. You can see it.
How's you
Oh
going there?
man, I
How's you
forgot
going?
all about that one. You got any? You got any? You
Fetch
got the top
vegetables.
half of a suit and armor. You're talking about an, a knight armor with a cartoon. You're gonna rob a bank. Oh man, when he goes through the whole scenario that's playing out, man, they paint a perfect picture. So you plan on sliding down into the bank and which with a suit of armor that's not gonna deflect bullets, and you're gonna run off with the money in a cartoon money bag. No, I'm just shopping for Christmas. It's April. That shit was funny as hell. Man, dude, I might watch some of those tonight. I
Yeah,
haven't seen any of them in a long time. Like
dude,
lightning in a jar.
I'm gonna
How'd you
download a
know
bunch of
about
those.
honkers?
I'm gonna download a bunch of
Yeah,
those
let's do reviews
compilation,
to
and we can
those.
do a reaction video to that.
Yeah, I would love that. That would be something I
We'll
dig,
do
dude.
we'll
I
do
miss,
we'll
dude.
get
We used to watch those
together
all the time.
we'll get together 10 of them for me and then 10 of them for you. And we'll do a reaction video on each of our channels for Cam Deal.
Right.
That would be sick.
Man. Yeah, dude. How'd you know about honkers? That one's funny too. Lightning in a jar and shit.
How's it gonna fit over
Golden
the
goose or the goose
hump
that
of
lays
shit?
golden eggs. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it's classic, man. Front hand, backhand. Ooh. Funny, dude.
Cedric, if the
Oh
Dookie can
man,
make it out of the hood, maybe so can we.
I looked her dead in the windows of her soul, right? And I said, bitch. But you called her a bitch. Yeah, man, we still do that one all the time, and I haven't
Dude,
seen that in like
what's
three
with the
years
Robin
probably.
Williams
I
routine,
haven't
man?
seen that
What's
song.
going on?
Oh man,
Just hand me the money. Here's the drugs.
pouring one out for the dead homies. Dude's so cheap. Just you don't have to do it, man. You don't have to do it. He gets it down on his back, and as he's pouring that one out for the dead homies, he's down there drinking every bit of
Man, I
it.
don't need to sit in no bitch ass chair, man. That's just for pussies.
Loco, loco. I'll show
I
you
don't
how
need to,
loco I am, Holmes.
man. I don't need to go into no bitch ass light, man. That shit's for pussies. I don't need my body. Go back into your body, Holmes.
Dude, uh, dude, I might have to watch some of those today for sure.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
definitely.
today. There's no way I'm not gonna be up too much longer. I'm getting exhausted. But Key and Peele reviews coming your way.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get on that.
Oh, and I finally got that audio issue
That'll be
sorted. I
cool.
remember when I was doing gameplay videos for Thraxcast and like I would do like a Red Dead 2 video or something, and then there would be like an echo.
Yeah.
So I did
Yeah.
three things to alleviate that issue. I turned the dialogue down, audio volume wise. I turned my headset
Mhm.
output down just a tad bit, and my microphone volume I turned up, so my voice is louder. But I also made an impromptu uh, pop filter, which is something that goes over a microphone. It's just kind of like if you tap it or something, or if there's any like white
Mhm.
noise and shit, it'll kind of like it'll
Right.
dull that a little bit and make it to where like the primary.
Cancel that out. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it's just kind of like a shield for audio waves. You know, it's kind of like a
Right.
denoisifier.
Never thought I'd hear that word before.
Why did that remind me of the pacifier with Vin Diesel?
Maybe because they rhyme. Besides that,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, right. That's the only
Besides
reason I
that,
thought of
I
that.
fucking right, dude. 100%, bro. What? Ow, shit. Is your favorite episode of South Park, or not South Park, regular show?
Mm, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween Part 2, the second
Mm-hmm.
Halloween special.
The second one. That's the one with Pumpkin Smash.
No, actually, It is the first Halloween special. They're those two are very
See,
close
I
though.
told you I was ripped.
I told
Yeah,
you I
dude,
was
that one's
ripped.
good. Yeah, that one's funny. I think my favorite would have to be uh yeah, well that's called beginner's luck, 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 luck. And then it's down Mississippi Queen. Do you know what I mean?
She taught
That
me
one.
everything.
Yeah, I've got the iron stomach. Yeah, I love that one. And then they wake up in the park, laying right in front of the house. Man, that was telling you they got so blasted. But damn, I loved that episode. That episode was great. Uh,
I want to get
but
chocolate wasted. Why did that pop in my
I
head?
want to get chocolate wasted. That's Grown Ups too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or
No,
is it
I
the
think it was
first
the
one?
first one.
I think it's the first one.
Yeah, I think
What
it's
does
the
it
first
mean to
one.
get Dad? What's
Because the
wasted?
second one's the
Oh,
one where
wasted is
they
when you
started off
eat
driving the
a lot
fucking
of ice
school
cream.
bus, right?
Yeah, no, that's the second one because it's got Shaq in it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
no, the second one
plane!
is when they do
That one's
that.
funny.
And then when they go to the lakeside house was the first one, right? With Rob Schneider and then his he has like two hot
Hmm.
daughters and then one daughter that's wearing like a fucking
Hey,
hey
man.
ah
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. I love how you did David Spade, and I was like, makes sense. You know, that's funny as shit because that's what happened in the movie.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that
Dude,
was
honestly,
organic. That was
David
good.
Spade, I liked David Spade as an actor for a long fucking time, dude. When I saw him in like those
Yeah,
sitcoms.
but he aged like milk.
Mm, yeah, did not
Shit,
age
I'm
well
doing
at
the
all.
same thing though. I ain't gonna
But I
lie to
did
you.
think he was really funny
I'm
though, like
getting. I gotta
especially
wear
like
glasses.
the first thing I saw David Spade in was
Hmm.
Tommy Boy with Chris Farley.
Yeah, he's got the first one I watched him in was the other movie that they did together, Black Sheep.
I
They
haven't
had it
seen
on
that
a
one.
two DVD collection. Really? That one's really good, dude. Watch it.
Okay.
That one's there's chocolate pudding in my underpants. There was no pudding in there, bud. You know, like, that one's great.
Dude, I can't wait for Happy Gilmore 2 to come out, dude. It's supposed to have Eminem in it.
It already did. It's already out, dude, and it does have Eminem. It's been out for a
It already?
minute now,
For
like
real?
2 weeks. Yeah,
I did not
yeah.
know that.
It's on Netflix.
I haven't been
Yeah,
keeping
it's
up to
been
date with
out
my
for a
shit
hot
then.
minute. Yeah, I think it
But I
came
don't
out 2 or 3 weeks ago.
yeah, I don't have any streaming platforms though, so I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, I don't either, but I knew it because I all I do is watch bullshit on my phone and write and read. That's it. I really ain't got nothing else to do. So I can keep you updated
Popped
on
up
it.
here
Shit, there's
making
some news
content.
like weapons. Apparently, there's a movie called Weapons. It's in theaters right now. I think I've got access to it already, and that's because of an app that I pay for. It's not a streaming service, but I paid for the app to get it, and it's got everything on it.
Dude, I know about
But
weapons. And here's a fun fact. You remember when I was
yeah,
talking to you about that sitcom that you remember I was saying it's like the white version of In Living Color. It's like a sketch comedy TV
yeah,
show that aired in
that's
the
what you
early
told me. Yeah,
2000s. The Whitest Kids You Know, right?
yeah,
The director of that movie Weapons
right.
is one of the co-creators of The Whitest Kids You Know. And
Hmm.
that's why I was talking about it actually. I saw a news article about weapons and I noticed Kreger, I think his name is, was in the Whitest Kids You Know. I was like, what that's one of the guys from Whitest Kids You Know. And then I looked it up and they all made a reunion movie together.
Yeah,
And so I figured out that Trevor Moore, the
I
really tall guy, and he was like 6'5" or some shit. And he had like long hair. He died
mhm.
a couple years back. He
Hmm.
fell off this fucking balcony in LA in his home.
Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
But he had recorded his voice lines for the movie before he died. So they still released it with his voice lines and his attributions to it.
Speaking of, reunions and like movies and shows and shit, they're gonna do. I heard they're gonna do a reunion series off of Home Improvement.
I
All the original actors are
I
gonna
did
be
hear
there
something
except for
about that, but
maybe
I didn't think
Winston
they
or
were gonna do
Wilson.
it.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Am I looking forward to it? No, because there's a whole lot of problems with that. The neighbor Wilson, or what, I think it's Wilson, uh, that was always behind the picket fence.
Mm,
That dude is dead,
yeah,
and he was a big part of the show. All three of the boys are grown. Tim Allen's getting old. The woman that played the wife is getting old. Uh, Al, his co-star in the show Home Improvement on the show, is pretty old. And then the girl that played she was also on the show Home Improvement, like the show inside of the show. She kind of looks like she's got more plastic in her face than the entire ocean does. Damn, cheeks like this.
oh man, like a
No,
Courtney Cox situation,
right.
a Mickey Rourke type of deal.
No, like Courtney Cox met Kim Kardashian's uh, ugly stepsister.
Like if Mickey Rourke and Courtney Cox had some weird demented fucking plastic baby.
Ooh. It's like if we take a little plastic out of your face and a little bit out of mine, we can sculpt a baby.
Like when you when you microwave your army guys.
Right. hmm Just syringes.
Dude, I
Put
used
them
to
in
get
a
fucking
skin-like sack.
I
Just
used to fucking love army guys, dude. I used to get the ones where they were like still figures, and they were like the little ones that you
right.
theoretically like they give you like different like
hmm
models and shit. You could play chess with them and shit.
Right. Yeah.
And then I got the ones that can move, like the arms and shit could bend, and like they gave you like little gun attachments and all kinds of shit. I forgot what the fuck they were called.
hmm
I totally forgot what the brand name for those
I used
things.
to get the ones that had the parachutes on them.
But I remember I used to
Where you
take like
just threw it way
lighters
up and then the parachute would.
because at the time both my parents smoked, and my dad used to smoke also as well. A lot of people don't know that because he had quit for so
I didn't
long.
know that.
But me and my
I
sister
did
were
not
actually
know
the
that.
ones that talked him into quitting, and he quit.
I'm
Like
gonna quit vaping here soon.
I think I
I'm
was
not
like
having
maybe
fun with.
6 or 7 or something, and my sister, um, almost 3 years older than me, like we both kind of like just walked up to him and asked him to quit smoking, and he did that day.
Hmm,
And as far as
that's
I
willpower right there, man.
never touched another cigarette, so that's fucking
Oh
nuts.
shit. See, my mom, she ended up quitting drinking before I did, and I was like, damn, if she can do it, I can do it, because shit's crazy. Um, so I quit drinking uh 2 months after her, maybe less, and I haven't touched it since. Uh, but I quit smoking, and then like cigarettes, like I'll have the occasional black and mild because you like jazz. I do. Yeah. But besides that, man, I vape. I replaced smoking with vaping. It is not a healthier alternative. There
No,
are ingredients in this shit that you cannot expel. But cigarettes do the same thing. If I don't feel like tasting tobacco, I don't have to. I got shit like this. Because tobacco smells like shit. This doesn't leave a smell. And it tastes fucking awful if it accidentally gets wet. Some vapes you can drop in water and just pick it right back up. If you're good and if you get a draw,
I've
you're
just
good.
I tried vaping even with Salt
You know?
Nick, man, and I honestly just prefer the drag of the cigarette. That's just me personally.
The drag of the cigarette is ultimately more satisfying.
And yeah, I know because like I said, I did actually like make an attempt to quit smoking. I think when I was uh like 18 or 19, I tried to
I
quit
do. That's
smoking.
why, like, well, that I get like this.
Oh my bad, bro. It kind of like mixed our audio in with each other, and I had lost track of where the fuck I was. But no,
Yeah.
um, I did make a real legitimate attempt to quit smoking when I was around like 18 or 19, and I was vaping for like 3, 4 months. And at a certain point, I was like, nah, I just, this really isn't doing it for me. Like, I really did try, but it's not the same. And, like, it's
Yeah.
not like I really,
It's not,
it's not like I really have anybody to
but
smell good for it, have good breath for it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I keep my shit clean.
right,
I brush my teeth every day religiously, like that's all I need to worry about.
right.
I can't smell my own fucking cigarette
I
butt.
I've got some different types of nicotine. Uh, salt nic, like I got 60 milligram ones, I think, and then pretty strong ones, right? And the Eco Nano that I have, that when you do take a draw, is like taking a draw off a cigarette. That is fantastic. That's the one that doesn't work as well. But I feel like right now is the best time to stop recording. Ethan wants to go to bed.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
All right. Well,
Thank you all for tuning in. We've appreciated your company, and we'll see you in the next episode. Stay tuned to figure out what happens next.